Hey guys, Cactar here, giving you guys weekly deck profile number 3. This is my brother's Flamvellsworn Stun. Really don't have a creative name for this deck, even though at locals this deck is called the deck that shouldn't win, but it does win. So yeah, I'm going to be showing the main deck as well as the side and extra. This deck is actually a lot of fun, so yeah, it can pop out a lot of synchros really fast. But a word of warning to you guys, this deck is kind of expensive because my brother's been trying to high-end this deck and stuff, so be wary of that. So let's get started. 3 copies of Flamvell Fire Dog, a 1900 beat stick that when it destroys a monster and sends it to the graveyard, you can special summon a 200 defense or less fire type monster from your deck except itself. So what you want to do, if you do, you can either go for the Archer or the 2 Flamvell Magician. The Flamvell Magicians give you an instant 8 to like a Stardust, Thought Ruler, pretty much any 8-star. And then the Archer just gives you the option to go Black Rose when you have to, when it deems necessary. So yeah, so 6 Flamvell monsters for this deck. This is where the stun part comes in. 2 Thunder King Ryo. Though it isn't as good this format as it was in previous formats, it's still a 1900 beat stick that negates special summons, which is kind of like the main purpose for this card. The first effect is still good, where neither player can add cards, but still the second effect is the way to go. 1 Doom Caliber. There should be a second one in here, but the guy who got us the Doom Caliber didn't bring it today at locals. But Doom Caliber, I think this card's going to see more play. It negates pretty much any effect when he's on the field, so like if your opponent has She-End, you activate a spell, they negate it, Doom Caliber negates, like that. But this card isn't as good against like frogs or fish or anything like that. So yeah, it's still 1900 beats, feels funds for Chaos Sorcerer, which is in this deck. So yeah, 2 Caius gives you another out to synchros like Stardust if you can't get over it. And yeah, you can pretty much produce tribute fodder in this deck pretty easily, so it's a good choice to have. Here's the mini Lightsworn part of the deck, the 1 card trooper, the 2 Raikos, and the Lila. All these guys are used for mill. If you mill good, this deck is good. Sometimes you mill bad, but from time to time. You mill Flamvells, make Rekindling live, make Pot of Avarice live, all that good stuff. So yeah. The 1 Gorse, Rafano TK. Chaos Sorcerer, you run lights and darks, so why not? Just the 1 is good. You don't run as many lights as you would like to run 2. You could try to fit 2, but 1 just works fine. The Dark Armed, you can control darks decently, not the best, but it can get the job done. When you drop it, it's usually game. The 1 Gale, the 1 Plague Spreader for more tuning options. They are dark too, so it feels Dark Armed. And then the 1 DD Crow, my brother main decked this card. It's been working for him really well. You play it against plants, they debris, they want to pull back Dandy, you crow it. This is supposed to be a Doom Caliber, so yeah, but it's in there. It works, so yeah. That's it for monsters. I'm going to go on to spells. 3 Rekindling. Some people really question the fact, why run 3 Rekindlings? My brother's luck, for 2 reasons actually. 1, my brother's luck is really bad, so that's why the 3 is in there. And sometimes the second reason is that you're probably going to mill 1 of them, so it's nice to have the extra 2 in case you draw into it later. And yeah, you can pretty much explode if you have like 4 Flamevells in the grave. 2 Fire Dog, an Archer, Magician, yada yada. The 1 Charge, because you play 3 Lightsworn, and it gives you extra mill. These guys, okay. This deck initially was playing 3 Book of Moon, but since Book was hit, 2 Econs work well. You contribute like Raikos or a Dead Crow or whatever to take control of one of your monsters and then tribute or synchro it. And Fire Dog can run over stuff when cards are in defense, so it's good. 2 Avarice, you do play Lightsworns, you do mill, so you can it's a good way to put stuff back and draw cards. Reborn, Journey, Dark Hole, I don't really need to explain to you guys. You see the lack of MST. My brother really couldn't fit room for MST. It is in the side, so yeah. 2 Warning, very good card. Yes, it's very pricey, but you play it in the right situation, it's good. Can really shut down your opponent if you know how to play it right. 2,000 is a steep cost, but it can be worth it in the long run. 2 Deep Prisons, just for defense. 2 Bottomless, this card's gonna be relevant again with Priority being lost in sometime in May. I'm not sure, I think it's May, but yeah. Bottomless is still good. even now. 1 torrential, 1 call, 1 force, and then the 1 oppression. You do special summon a lot, but most players know that you set up your stuff before you play oppression. So that's it for the main deck. I'll be going to the extra deck, or side deck. 2 Veiler, kind of have to have it. This format negates a lot of things. Here's the other Crow. Here's another Magician. I don't really need to explain these guys. You can replace Archer if you want to go more 8-oriented. These guys, my brother prefers Puppet Plant. Kinetic Soldiers, you can just sit on it. Just all. So yeah, this works against Sam's, which is showing up more frequently on our locals. So yeah. The 2 Nox against Keepers and some other stuff. Here's the 2 MSTs I told you that he did not main deck. These cards are staples, so I don't know why he's not main decking them, but it works for him. Here's a 30 Con, in case you need it. More hate against Gravekeepers. My brother absolutely hates Gravekeepers, so they're in there. And then these guys, Chain Disappearance, good against Chaos Plants and Dragoonies. Hit the Phalanx, yeah, they pretty much lose. Unless if your opponent knows what they're doing. So that's it for the side. Show the extra. Armory Arm, you can go Colossal Fighter Armory Arm loop if you really wanted to. AOJ, Magical Android, these should be Tech Genus. Rhionic is staple. Gaia Knight, it's new Goyo. Scrap Archfiend Black Rose gives you that 7 option with Archer. 2 Scrap Dragon, it's just a really good card. It's busted as heck. 2 Stardust, my brother's primary target for this deck, which pretty much protects his setup. RDA, it's 3,000 beats, gets over stuff like defensive walls. Thought Ruler, with Compulsion and Deprison Sigmar play, this card's becoming relevant again. It's just good, gives you life points back for the loss of Solemn Warning, and yeah. Colossal, you do play the Armory Arms, 2,800, and then Mistworm is going to be Trishula, hopefully. So yeah, that's the deck. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this deck profile. I will be posting some duels up sometime later this week, and contest results. I'll try to get around to that sometime. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this deck, please thumbs up, rate, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And thanks for watching YouTube. Peace out.